Hello guys, and today, welcome back to another video. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'll be reviewing an 11-inch iPad Pro, which is my iPad which I use for gaming, sometimes doing homework and watching YouTube videos and movies. So this is just going to be a design overview because specs are not really important here, but unlike the computer, the MacBook Pro which I had, which I reviewed, and I ran a Geekbench course here. Why is that really important? So I'm just gonna do some design overview, some specs, and yeah, that'll be pretty much it. But if you guys want to see some comparison, for example, to the 10.5-inch iPad Pro, drop a like so that means knows that your guys interested to the comparison, and I'll compare them. But for now, this is just a design overview and some specs. So let's get on with the design. So here we have a really thin iPad Pro. It's in a case, that's why it's a bit thick. But here, as we can see, the sides are really thin. That's how it's thin. 5.9 millimeters, which is crazy. So here we have our volume up and down, and moving to the side, we have a black notch to show you where you can magnetically clip your your Apple Pencil and charge it at the same time and keep it with your iPad Pro. At the bottom of the iPad Pro we have holes for the speakers, and then moving on we have a USB-C port and more holes for the speakers. Here's the another side. You can't really see it because I put it on the case, and if I take off the case the iPad will be too low, so I can't really film it. And here's our top. We have two more speaker holes on the top, a microphone, and another speaker hole, and a power button. Of course, opening the iPad Pro, we have the beautiful, stunning liquid retina display with the resolution of 2388 by 1668. So that's a bit less than my MacBook Pro. Of course, it will be less because the screen is smaller, but it's not bad. It has 600 nits of brightness, which is brighter than my Apple 15-inch MacBook Pro, which I reviewed not a long time ago, and it is even brighter than some of new MacBook Pros because the new ones get 500 nits, this gets 600 nits. It has an anti-reflective coating and LED backlit LED multi-touch display with IPS technology. It has ProMotion technology, white color display, True Tone. It has True Tone, and you get a fingerprint resistance oleophobic coating, but it wears off sometime. For specs, now we get an A12X Bionic chip with 60-board architecture, a neural engine, and a Base M12 coprocessor. The camera on the front we get is a 12 megapixel camera with f1.8 aperture. Excuse me. We get digital zoom up to 5 times, 5-element lens, quad LED True Tone flash, a panorama up to 63 megapixels, sapphire crystal lens cover, which should be durable, backside illumination sensor, a hybrid IR filter, autofocus with focus pixels, tap to focus with focus pixels, live photos with stabilization, wide color aperture capture for photos and live photos, improved local tone mapping, exposure control, noise reduction, smart HDR for photos, auto image stabilization, burst mode, timer mode, photo jitter, image format captured HIF or JPEG. If you're video recording, this iPad Pro can record 4K recording at 30 frames per second or 60 frames per second. You can do 1080p HD video recording at 30 FPS or 60 FPS. You can do 720p HD video recording at 30 FPS. You get a quad LED True Tone flash, slow-mo video support for 1080p and at 240 FPS, time-lapse video of stabilization, cinematic videos 1080p and 720p, continuous autofocus video, noise reduction, playback zoom, video geotagging, video formats captured as HEVC and H.264. The True Depth camera, which is the camera on the front, you have 7 megapixel photos, portrait mode, portrait lighting, emoji, 1080p HD video recording at 30 FPS or 60 FPS, Retina flash. The aperture is 2.2, wide color capture for photos and live photos, smart HDR, backside illumination sensor, auto image stabilization, burst mode, exposure control, and timer mode. You can eventually do FaceTime calls using Wi-Fi and cellular. You can do FaceTime audio with Wi-Fi or cellular. Now you get quad speakers on this. No other iPad on the market right now that has this, only the iPad Pro. And these sound incredible. You have 5 microphones for calls, video recording, and audio recording. So that's good for if you're doing voiceover when you're video editing. And you have Wi-Fi and Wi-Fi plus cellular models. Of course, the cellular models are a bit more expensive. And when you have the cellular models, you have nano SIM and eSIM. And you have Face ID on this iPad. No other iPad still has this. So Face ID is a go. It's secure, pretty secure, and it's pretty fast as well. You have Apple Pay, of course. You can pay with your Face ID when downloading apps with your with Apple Store, App Store, and you have USB-C, and which is really cool because now you can connect some hard drives. You can connect a camera, import some photos. I really use USB-C. It's really useful, especially on an iPad Pro, and that's really good because USB-C makes this iPad future-proof. Now, I have all the accessories here. As you can see, I have the Apple Pencil 2nd generation, which magnetically clips over the iPad Pro, and you see it's charging. And I have the Apple Smart Cover keyboard, which has a really Alcantara feeling to it. Now, this keyboard has really low travel to it, which is good when for some fast typers. But that's something you have to get used to it after using some physical keyboard. And now this iPad, of course, some of the Surface laptops, this keyboard does not have a trackpad, but you can connect a mouse or a trackpad and use it, but it's not really effective. I tried it, it's not really good working, so just better off using a laptop. And let's just quickly take a look at the back of the iPad Pro, and as you can see, we have a space gray finish. Here's our Apple logo, and here's our iPad branding and the 3 pin connectors for the smart keyboard. And we didn't really check out this side because it was covered with this keyboard, but you have a microphone here. The camera's not focusing. But yeah, you have a microphone here. So as I said, it has 5 microphones. So it has one here, one here, one on the top. You have 2 microphones, so that's already 4. And I'm trying to find the 5th one. And you have one at the top of the screen, so that's 5 microphones. Now the problem of this iPad Pro when it was firstly released is bend issues. This iPad Pro is really loves damage and bendage. Now I don't really have that, but since the first day I got it, let me see. Since the first day I got it, you see I have a hump here. Yeah, I was kind of sad when I broke it. But yeah, the smart cover case that it comes with is not really gonna help you to protect your iPad. So if you're buying this iPad Pro, which I'm pretty sure you wouldn't because we're expecting a new iPad Pro, but if you're buying this, you really need to get a rugged case for it, or you better off taking really good care of it, because it really takes damage too easily. But the materials it's made out of is aluminium, so that's good. Build quality is nice. Plus it looks nice. Space. I mean, if you don't really like to see mud on your iPad, you're better off with silver. But space gray looks a bit better than silver, so I think you're better off with space gray. But it's up to you. Now this is the first iPad to receive full screen design, and it looks really good. As I said, this has a liquid retina display, which is really beautiful, really bright, and really effective. Now, the price of this iPad, this configuration costs $949. So, the configuration I have Wi-Fi only, 256 of gigabytes, 11-inch size, and space gray. That costs $949, so $950. But you also have to buy, if you want to, a case for it, which might be cheap, but if you really want, you have to buy the Apple Pencil, which costs an extra $120 or $30. So that bumps up the price to nearly $1,000, about $1,000. So this is a really expensive iPad. I mean, if in my opinion, that's too much for an iPad. The price I think will eventually drop when the new iPad Pro comes out. But when the new iPad Pro comes out, I think Apple will not sell this iPad Pro. But you can buy this at Amazon for cheaper price. And if you want to, you can. So my configuration with Wi-Fi only 256 gigabytes costs $950. I think that's good enough price, especially if you're not buying the Apple Pencil, and you'll probably buy another case, not the smart keyboard case. So yeah, that's about it. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.